Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital next 2 weeks. Carly's interrogation, Lulu's health update, Jason and Anna's mess, Brad on the hot seat. General Hospital, GH, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, September 30 to October 11. Reveal that some shockers are coming up in Port Charles. The week of September 30, October 4 will bring some intense moments, but we have a programming note to pass along first. Major League Baseball playoffs are ahead, so GH will be preempted on Tuesday, October 1. That'll be followed by another preemption on Wednesday, October 2, so just keep in mind that GH won't be airing new episodes those days. One more preemption is possible depending on how the playoffs go, since there could be another wild card game on the way. We'll be sure to give you updates on that as things play out later in the week. Now that we've covered all the preemption news, let's dive into some drama. For starters, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Hurst, will face Terry Randolph's Cassandra James. Questions about her true Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, feelings once he's officially back in PC. Lucky will head to the hospital right away, so he'll be tested to see if he's a donor match and if his liver is healthy enough for the procedure. Comatose Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, will also get a visit from Lucky as he expresses remorse for the delay in getting home. As for Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, he'll face Carly Spencer's Laura Wright interrogation about all the mayhem that played out on his Lucky rescue mission. Something tells us Jason may leave out the part about locking lips with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. However, Anna will need to work through her own experience, since nearly facing a grim fate really messed with her head. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, will serve as a sympathetic ear for Anna, as she admits she really thought the end was near. Of course, Anna may end up spilling to Felicia about her kiss with Jason, so Felicia might think Anna should embrace a new chance at romance. Then again, Felicia might have some concerns about Jason's line of work and how messy things could get considering his connection to Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard. Next, Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, will feel like she should get a few things straight with someone. That could be Jason if Sam voices her disapproval over him, jumping into danger while also expressing relief that he's safely back with Lucky. Meanwhile, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, will put pressure on Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, so she may work to convince her mom that dragging Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, down in court is the only path to freedom. Back with Elizabeth, she'll deliver a warning. It's also possible Liz will warn Lucky about his impending reunion with Aiden Weber, Tristan Riggs, and urge him not to set their son up for heartbreak. If Lucky is just going to bail again, Elizabeth won't want him getting Aiden's hopes up. On another note, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, will open up to Ava Jerome, Maura West, as they strengthen their bond even further. Later, Trina will get into an argument with Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, so their friendship will take a hit. You can bet that Gio and Trina will patch things up eventually, so maybe this will just be angst on the path to a possible romance. There's been some buzz about another love interest popping up for Trina at some point, but Gio is still in the running to be her new man. Other GH spoilers say Porsche Robinson, Brooke Kerr, will put Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, through a grilling session. Brad may assure Porsche that he's committed to sticking to the rules, but he could become the perfect scapegoat for Porsche's lab results tampering sooner or later. Ava will ultimately give Porsche some advice, so what if she suspects Porsche tampered with Heather Weber's, Allie Mills, cobalt levels? Could Ava praise Porsche and push her to do whatever she has to do to stay out of trouble? Lucas Jones will land back on canvas as Van Hansis takes over the part on October 4, so we'll see how long it takes him to encounter Brad. Elsewhere, Carly has another meeting with Sunny ahead, so that'll bring more tension. Although Carly will have some lingering concerns, presumably about the alibi and fake dating situation, Sunny will give her some reassurance. Speaking of concerns, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, and Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton will have some as well. Violet Finn's jovial love behavior will set off some alarm bells, so we'll see if she becomes aggressive or perhaps runs away. The week of October 7 to 11 will bring some surprises as well. Molly will continue to believe Carly is the weak link in Sunny's tangled web, so she'll target her with Martin's help. If Molly can get Carly to turn on Sunny, or at least prove her alibi is a ruse, it could improve Alexis' chances at freedom. There will also be some health developments for Lulu, so will Lucky manage to save her life? Will Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, have to intervene somehow if Lucky can't come through? Regardless, Lucky will eventually come face to face with Aiden again, so their reunion may bring some awkwardness. Aiden and Lucky will have to get to know each other after so much time apart, but Lucky should be committed to finally stepping up as a father. General Hospital spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some twists and turns, so stick with us for more predictions on what's ahead for Lucky and so many others. In the coming 2 weeks of General Hospital, Port Charles finds itself at the center of a whirlwind of revelations, heartbreaks, and power plays, all while old secrets resurface and new dilemmas arise. The clock is ticking, and for Carly, Lulu, Jason, Anna, and Brad, time may not be on their side. Carly's interrogation, the unraveling. Carly Corinthos is no stranger to life's trials and tribulations, but nothing could have prepared her for this. She's called in for interrogation by the Port Charles Police Department, where Detective Chase sits across from her, his eyes full of intensity, suspicion simmering beneath his calm exterior. The air between them is thick with unspoken accusations. The interrogation revolves around her involvement in a recent incident at the Metro Court, where valuable documents concerning mob activity were allegedly stolen during a charity event she organized. Carly's connections to the mob world have always left her in the crosshairs of law enforcement, but this time things feel different. The police have evidence, enough to make her sweat, though she'd never let it show. Chase pushes her, implying Sunny's criminal empire is crumbling, and her role in it isn't as innocent as she claims. Carly plays it cool, but there's a hint of something deeper gnawing at her. Is there more to this than the usual game of cops and robbers? The interrogation turns personal, and Carly realizes she's not just being targeted for her past with Sunny, but for something far more dangerous. Chase wants to know why Ava Jerome was at the Metro Court that night, and Carly, despite her best efforts, can't fully explain. Could this be a setup? Or is Carly finally running out of time to escape the consequences of her tangled web of alliances? As the questioning intensifies, Carly's mind races. What does Chase really know? And how will she protect herself and the people she loves from the oncoming storm? Lulu's health update, a long-awaited breakthrough. Meanwhile, at General Hospital, the familiar sound of monitors beeping and doctors shuffling through hallways fills the air. But for those who know and love Lulu Spencer, there's a palpable sense of hope in the air. Dr. Porsche Robinson emerges from Lulu's room with news that could change everything. Lulu has been in a coma for far too long, and her family, especially Laura and Dante, have lived in the limbo of uncertainty, waiting for a sign, a miracle. Today, that sign finally arrives. Portia gathers the Spencers and Dante in her office and cautiously delivers the update. Lulu's brain activity has shown significant improvement. While there's still no guarantee, Portia believes that Lulu might soon regain consciousness. It's not an immediate wake-up call, but it's the first true glimmer of hope they've had in months. Laura holds back tears, clutching Dana's hand as they process the possibility that Lulu could return to them. But with hope comes fear. What kind of world will Lulu wake up to? So much has changed since her collapse. Dan's relationship with Sam, the Cassadine chaos, and the numerous threats that linger over Port Charles. As they gather around her hospital bed, each grapples with their own anxieties. Will Lulu be the same person they lost? And if she wakes up, how will she react to the world she left behind? Jason and Anna's mess. A mission gone wrong. At the other end of town, things are unraveling fast for Jason Morgan and Anna Devane. What was supposed to be a covert mission to stop Victor Cassadine's latest scheme has turned into a full-blown disaster. Victor, always 2 steps ahead, has set a trap neither Anna nor Jason saw coming. Their mission began with whispers of a bioweapon, a catastrophic plan in the making. Anna's connections to the WSB had led her to a shadowy figure in Eastern Europe, while Jason was brought in to do what he does best, neutralize threats. But as they closed in on Victor's hideout, everything fell apart. A tip-off led local authorities to their position, and now Anna and Jason are in the crosshairs of an international scandal. The WSB, usually willing to clean up its messes, seems to be distancing itself from Anna, leaving her vulnerable. Worse, they've leaked her involvement in several classified missions, putting her career and her life at risk. Jason, who always plays the protector, is left scrambling to get them both out of a trap that keeps tightening around them. Back in Port Charles, Valentin Cassadine catches wind of their situation and steps in. But his loyalties are split. Can he really help them, or is he too focused on his own agenda? Anna's growing mistrust of Valentin adds another layer of tension to the already dangerous game they're playing. As the days pass, the walls close in on Jason and Anna. Their every move is being watched, and the shadow of Victor looms larger than ever. Will they find a way out, or has this mission marked the beginning of their downfall? Brad on the hot seat. Past sins catch up. And then there's Brad Cooper. Life has never been easy for him, but in the past few months, he's found a tentative sense of stability, thanks in large part to his growing bond with Britt Westbourne and his tenuous alliance with Selena Wu. But in Port Charles, secrets never stay buried for long, and Brad's are starting to bubble to the surface. The adoption scam with Wiley, the lies, the manipulation, it's all coming back to haunt him in ways he never expected. As Willow and Michael prepare to renew their custody battle over Wiley, new evidence surfaces that could expose Brad's darkest deeds once again. Britt, trying to shield him, warns Brad that Selena's growing influence could make him a bigger target than before. But Brad's own guilt is eating away at him. He knows he deserves what's coming, but he's not ready to lose everything again. And then comes the confrontation with Michael. Michael's patience has worn thin, and he's done playing nice. He corners Brad at the hospital, pushing for answers about the secrets that continue to cloud Wiley's past. Brad stumbles, unsure of how much Michael truly knows, and how far he'll go to keep Wiley in his life. As the pressure mounts, Brad finds himself on the verge of a breakdown. Can he keep his head above water, or will the weight of his past finally pull him under for good? With Carly's interrogation reaching a boiling point, Lulu's potential return shaking up the Spencer family, Jason and Anna navigating the treacherous waters of international intrigue, and Brad facing the consequences of his past, the next 2 weeks in Port Charles promise to be explosive, emotional, and unforgettable. As each character faces their own personal battles, the fate of those they love hangs in the balance.